Hello everybody, welcome to another video. We are here at Watkins Glen in GT3 cars. I'm in a Lamborghini Huracan, and here we have what will be quite a repetitive thing. Um, we have Das Sad 911, 911, however you want to do it, in a practice session, just kind of getting up to some tomfoolery. We're coming up into a very heavy turn, and yeah, just kind of gets we're not exactly in my way, but this is a practice session. And he slows down for me, so we get to get up to more shenanigans. I'm not sure why he decided to spend his time just making a fool out of everybody, but here we are. Into this turn here, just completely rear-ending me, and then turning into me and spinning me, and straight up brake checking me. I try and give some space because there's another car coming up that's coming through, and try to hopefully have him leave me alone. But no, he slows down, lets the other guy through, and then waits specifically for me, brake checks me, and then into the turn I'm just not even braking at all, and he kind of gets me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but the good news is he went off too. Coming onto a flying lap here, heading down the main straight. I leave him alone. I'm not antagonizing him. He brakes, swerves over, rips the handbrake, and just is just driving like a maniac. I go a little wide here, and he turns into me, turns left on a right hand turn. So you know he's gonna be a fantastic racer. And it's people like this that tank my safety rating. Um, and he does not take a good racing line at all going through there. Thought he was gonna pit, but no. He on the straight slows down, turns left on a straight, um, and then just rear ends me again heading into the corner. Like there's no reason that you should be behaving like this. I know this isn't like the most serious place, but this is a practice session where like we've been here for 5 minutes and you're already just kind of being an ass. Um, the race will happen. Don't worry, we will get to the race very soon. Here, tailgating me all the way down. I do defend, and I slip just past the wall, but he does not, going straight into the wall. And that was the last that we see of Das Sad 911 in practice, at least. Oh, wait, just kidding. He skipped the lap and was waiting for me on the pit straight. Absolute driver of the year here. I get a little bit of a switchback going. I do kind of go off track a little bit, and then he just, yeah, un unsafely rejoining the track in a practice session. We've been here for 7 minutes. Like I don't even know. And speeding time up here a little bit, we get to here. I make a nice little pass on him, and he just turns straight into me, and then he goes straight into Barrier, and we never see him again until the race. In qualifying here on my final lap, I ended up setting a 149.8, which was good enough for pole position, which is my first ever, to my knowledge, pole position in an online Forza Motorsport lobby. On the start here, not getting the greatest start, even against that other Lamborghini there. Um, Maybe pinning the throttle isn't the best idea. Into the braking zone, on the left goes around us, and then we are literally inches from a McLaren on our left there. Heading through the right-left kink, I do get a dab of understeer on the left hand of that kink, and I go into the wall. I concede second place, and then I concede third place, and then I concede fourth place, and look who's right behind. Das Sad 911. Big break, and he just takes almost everybody out. Only took himself out though, with no hands. Kind of got caught up in it, but overall was kind of okay. Cruise Bullet 64 goes through. So we started first, and Within a couple of seconds, we are in 7th now, as we don't really put up a good fight to that position there. Cruise Bullet goes wide on exit and dives up the inside. We give barely enough space. We tap splitters or something. And then good switchback, get him on the exit. This guy, not even going to try and pronounce that, doesn't get the best exit out of the corner. And so we were right on his tail. And then through this right-hand corner here, just going a little bit too wide. This corner, I do try and take a different line than what the game says, because it's a very awkward, like, it's less than 90-degree left-hander, and it's kind of, the camber is weird. This corner is actually a very fun corner because you can just kind of chuck it in and it'll be fine. Giving space on the inside here, he does kind of drive into me, but that's okay. So now we have a drag race to the first turn. I'm ahead by maybe half of my car, but I do just kind of let him through. I don't fight it too much. Um, Great exit on him, by the way, except for swerving all the way to the right side. And then coming through here, not sure what this guy's doing, but he just kind of doesn't take the racing line. And then this man right here, wow, going all the way from the left hand of the track, going slowly, to all the way to the right hand of the track, also going slowly. And then here, just getting pummeled straight into the wall. I tried to give space, but it was actually Das. It was Das. It was him. It was him again. I slowed down the video to check who it was, and it was him. He's I'm really starting to not like this guy. Coming through lap 3, coming down this back straight here on the guy I'm not even going to try and pronounce. I kind of cuck him a little bit, but I end up cucking myself because I go straight off track. I don't want to get a penalty, so I let off a little bit. And then coming through this also awkward left-hander, he just does not turn enough and goes straight into the wall. We are up to 6th place, which I guess is down from the first place that we started in. And then here, that's kind of more what my line usually is, which is I go deep and then turn in sharp. I just feel like that gives me a better run heading to the next corner, which is this very fun left-hander. And Trey Drinks in front of us, and also a Lamborghini, gets a slides a little bit on that corner exit, and so I just nip underneath up into 5th place with a 5-second gap to Cruise Bullet 64 ahead. But Trey Drinks gets back through after I have some terrible understeer into the left hand of the right-left kink. And moving ahead a little bit, this McLaren was quite fast. He was able to keep up with me for most of it. I did get a small track limits penalty, which understandable. All right. And then Trey Drinks here, just going up the inside. I give as much space as I can. Maybe could have been a couple more inches to the left, but I think it's all right. And then I'm keep checking behind here, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror to make sure I don't get dive bombed, because that's what I kind of learned to expect in Forza Motorsport lobbies, but we'll see. Good exit. Heading into the first turn here. What's happening? Heading into the first turn, I do go a little bit wide on exit, and I get myself nearly a half-second penalty for gaining time, which, whatever. And then here, getting past Das Sad 911 as he pits. I believe he was on a 2-stopper. I pit lap 8. I go medium, medium, 8-lap stint for both. Quick little pit stop there. And we are, 3 seconds ahead of Moderate Graph 51. And then Cruise Bullet 64, we get past on lap 10 as he was pitting. And over the next couple of laps, the gap just keeps going down and down and down and down. We do both have penalties, but I need to keep him within, or I guess behind, by more than 0.4 seconds. As we said, our fastest lap of the race with a 1:48.7, which is actually faster than my qualifying time, And then here, Dassad again flying out of the pits, not doing very safe, releases and stuff. He chucks it through here, ghosts himself because the game thinks he's gonna crash, which he would have. Um, so kind of a weird way to overtake, but you know what? I'll applaud the balls that it takes to you know dive bomb somebody so hard that the game ghosts you. Um, Here, staying behind, his car was really quick. He was able to turn very well. I think mm, compared to the Lamborghini, which I'm driving, the Aston Martin could get a lot more front bite as through the entire race and through practice I was kind of struggling for front grip. And then heading into this turn, nothing really happens here. I don't know why I'm including this, but I guess I'm including it. And then again with my very unique, very professional racing line through this left-hander, bit of slide on the exit of the corner, but we're good. And then chuck it into the left-hander. You can almost take it flat after you tap the brakes a little bit. And then here, just absolutely killing my chances of any sort of podium. And I'm now, or that would be true if he didn't deliberately slow down with whatever the hell racing line that was, kind of cutting across kind of late, but all right. So he gave up in P3 for whatever reason. He definitely had the pace to get a 3.7 gap, which is what he needed to eclipse his 5-second penalty that he has. And then coming through here, he chucks it again, but unfortunately does not get the turn in that is needed and murders himself. So that is the last we will ever see of Das 911. And then coming through here, lap 15, we are just trying to keep Cruise Bullet 64 behind us with more than a 0.4-second gap. If we can keep him, unfortunately, I hit a wall and I lose probably half a second to him coming down the straight. He is in a Ferrari and he is quick as hell. He's been consistently gaining like about 2 seconds a lap, maybe, or a second and a half ish every lap for like 4 or 5 laps now, even before the DAS the DAS 911 incident. And so now he is within a second as I don't get the greatest run onto the straight. So we have a quarter of a second to play with now, a tenth of a second to play with now. And after we go through here, if we finish like this, he will be promoted up to third place, and I will lose the podium after starting in first, going all the way down to seventh or eighth or however low I got, and then now up to third. And then going through here, I defend the inside. I get a little bit of grass, kill some of my speed, and then he just drives straight around me. Heading into here, I know I can get a switchback if I do it well enough, but he does a great job carrying the speed through the corner, and I don't do a very good job setting up that switchback. And so he is now firmly in third position. Heading into this heavy right-hander, I did not know the breaking point by heart. Um, and so he definitely earned that third place. Good props to him. Great job. And so now with a 20-second gap to P5, I think I probably could have parked my car, gotten out, and ran to the finish line. But we are going to go through here, a little off track. I don't think I'm going to get a penalty for that. I am not. And then heading onto the straight for the final time, we will be coming home in a P4. Very happy about this race. It was fantastic, except for fucking Das Gaming, whatever the fuck his name was. 30-minute race. It was great. Hope y'all enjoyed. I do have more Forza content coming, but I will see y'all soon. Later.